What is going on, guys? Welcome to my second DermaPen appointment, my surgery. I'm stoked to see how this goes. I'm literally walking down the hall to my appointment. I'm almost late, so I'm gonna go in there real quick, get it done, and I'll update you guys right afterwards. Ah! Oh, my face! I'm just playing, guys. It didn't actually hurt. I was just playing around. It was completely fine. It's pretty painless. It's like a 5 out of 10 on the pain scale. Let's go home though, and then we're gonna do some comparisons with how my face looked and how it's gonna look. So right now, what you are looking at is a video of my face immediately after I get home after the DermaPen treatment. So this is what it looks like, what you can expect to look like after you wipe it all off, you've given it a few hours, and you've gotten home. It's gonna look like a heavy sunburn. Not too bad, but you are gonna have a little bit of raccoon eyes kind of a thing going on, so you definitely couldn't go give a speech or something like that and no one would notice. But it's not a big enough a deal that you shouldn't go out and eat or do whatever you want to after. It's not a big deal. Just make sure you stay out of the sun. All right, so fast forward 2.5 days, almost 3 days. I'm back at the house. I wanna show you guys a progression of how my face has changed as we've gone. So this is what my face was looking like before I got any treatment at all. This is just before DermaPen, just clearing up naturally, and what my natural scars were looking like. Not too terribly bad in the first place, but I do have a good amount of cheek scarring. That's mostly where my scars are. There's some on the forehead, but again, right below the cheekbone is where I have the most scarring. I go in, I do my first DermaPen treatment. You guys saw that video, and this is what my face is looking like after I recover after that first DermaPen treatment. So again, really not too noticeable. I feel like I saw a bit of difference, and I feel like a lot of you guys were mentioning that you saw a lot of difference even after the first treatment, which is not typical. It's supposed to take 3 to 4 treatments for you to see anything. And now we jump to the present. This is exactly what my face is looking like after I've recovered, basically right before this video I recorded this. And I will tell you guys that my face is flaking a little bit. It is very dry, so it might look like my face has a bit of a grainy texture. That is not to do with the DermaPen at all. That's just me being dry. So look past the graininess of my skin and look at the actual scars, and we can see the difference, or maybe not so much, of the acne scars that I have. Again, we're looking at the cheeks mostly, not so much everything else, but there are scars everywhere. I feel like I'm seeing a slight improvement in my cheek scars, the ones that are the most deep. I've also seen some progression in my chickenpox scar, which is over on the side of my face, which was really, really deep. But the most improvement I've seen is the blackheads on my forehead. And I know that seems kind of weird because it's an acne scar surgery, not necessarily supposed to be for blackheads. But I have those blackheads that are below the skin that aren't black. You can't see the tip of them or anything. They're just kind of bumps. And I know a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. I've heard a lot of people say, like, what are these bumps all over my face? And for me personally, I'm not saying this is the cure or it's gonna work for you, but for me personally, after these DermaPen treatments, I feel like a lot of those bumps on my forehead are getting so much better than they used to be. So that's that. There's the progression from before the first treatment, and then after the second treatment, I am going in for a third treatment in about a month and a half, 6 weeks to 7 weeks, something like that. And after that, I will give you a final update, and that will be the last DermaPen treatment that I do for a while. But before I let this video end, I do want to put this out there that you do not need to go through acne scar surgery. This is not something that's mandatory. It wasn't something that I needed to do or I really was dying to do. I just wanted to go through it to show you guys the progression and to sort of document it in an informational way so you can see exactly what you could be expecting. But if you can't afford it, or you don't want to do it because you're scared, or you don't think you necessarily need it, you don't need it. You really, really don't need it. Who cares? As long as you're comfortable with yourself, that's all that matters. You don't need to do something because other people are making you feel a certain way or anything like that. If that's your reasoning for going through DermaPen or any sort of acne scar surgery, just maybe take a step back and reevaluate, because believe me, you are perfect just the way you are. You don't need to change anything. The only things you need to change are just things that you want to change from inside of you. But don't let the people speaking over on your left, on your right, on your Facebook, people talking bad, or people in high school or whatever, don't let those people influence your decisions, because their perspective, their opinion means nothing if they're speaking negatively about you. All right, there we go, guys. Very simple video. Just wanted to give you guys the update. Like I said, I hope you appreciated this video. I hope it helped those of you who are considering doing the DermaPen treatment. And also thank you guys who are watching who have nothing to do with acne or DermaPen or scar surgery or anything like that. Just showing support and love for the channel. That means a lot to me. If you guys would, please follow the Instagram and the Snapchat on screen right now. And if you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week. CT.
Lift heavy or die, MIRIN.
Team Beyond the Week.
CT. Lift heavy.